It's time now for the Peer Channel morning news on this Wednesday morning, May 11th, 2016. Go! Go! Good morning to you all on this lovely Wednesday morning, May 11th, 2016. Here are your news on our top story at 8:31 on this Wednesday morning. It is Bernie Sanders defeated Hillary Clinton in West Virginia. Tuesday, keeping his long shot bid to win the Democratic presidential nomination alive for now. At least 64 people were killed when a bomb went off in a market in Baghdad, according to the Iraqi police, and additionally 7 people were injured in an attack in the largely Shiite neighborhood of Center City. After months of speculation, mudslinging, and debate, the process is open to impeachment proceedings against President Dilma Rousseff has reached the final stage. The Senate vote. So much for the golden era UK-China relations. The Queen has been caught on camera saying Chinese officials were very rude during President Xi Jinping's first state visit to the United Kingdom last year. A 21-year-old Navy SEAL student died during his first week of basic training in California. Authorities said Seaman James Derek Lovelace and Chris Buford died Friday after taking part in the underwater demolition training in Colorado, California. Washington. Vice President Joe Biden becomes the highest-ranking administration official Tuesday to publicly predict that Hillary Clinton's accession to her party's presidential nomination, telling an interview he was also sure to be elected president. Foreign Secretary Philip Albanese defended the faith of Canada was merely recorded called Afghanistan and Nigeria defense expert corrupt, said that the PM was merely stated a fact. 5 men on terror watch listed to be arrested on suspicion of trying to leave Austria by more to join the terrorist groups in Syria, Austrian police said. Tokyo Japanese and welcome President Obama's decision to visit the atomic bomb city of Hiroshima hosted a video Wednesday said they are seeking an apology. China defended its militarization of nautical reefs on the disputed South China Sea on Wednesday, saying whipping the U.S. Navy drills there are forcing the boosted sounds of defense communities. In the decade since Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans and swept away its public school system, the city has become a closely watched experiment of whether on temporary schools from local politics can fix problems that have long ailed urban education. Kentucky State Police say at least 10 people were hurt during a severe storm that spotted tornado damage on a number of homes and businesses. A man fatally stabbed at least 2 people Tuesday in a bizarre rampage in Taunton, Massachusetts that began with a car crash in a residential area and ended with an off-duty police officer shot and killed him inside a shopping mall at the Silver State Gallery Mall, local state police said. Donald Trump during the campaign event in Governor India as Fraser said would never try to manipulate elections. In Norfolk, residents approved spending for the fiscal year started July 1st.
Gave the go-ahead to acquire land, open the space for creation of Tuesday's annual town meeting. A total of 118 residents turned out at the meeting at King Philip Middle School. The applicant of the $35.2 million budget represents a $1.2 million or 3.6% increase within this year's $34 million spending. The budget provides for the essential to same level of service, and budget includes $434,000 more for the Norfolk schools, a 4% increase to $11.3 million budget, only about $40,000 more. In state aid schools, a total of $3.37 million. However, 2 teenagers were arrested on Tuesday after a home invasion in which one of the teens pistol whipped an acquaintance and held a gun to his mother's head, authorities said. Lennox, Massachusetts, former teller of Western Massachusetts Bank has been charged with alleged bill of the embezzlement of $78,000 from the bank. Bernadine Powers, a bank, pleaded not guilty to federal court and conspiracy as embezzle bank funds and make false bank entries. She was released on personal reconnaissance. Prosecutors say from 2009 until 2013, Powers and another employee Lennox National Bank stole from tellers, draws, and the vault that falsified bank records and company maps. Southport says she used the money for personal expense, go to travel, shopping at restaurants, and all sold bills. Boston, U.S. Senator Evan Marcus planned to meet with President Obama's Supreme Court nominee Merrick Garland.
Tokyo, Toyota Motor Corporation forecasted to that they're expecting 35% double in net profit in the current year due to the sharp appreciation of the yen. I did 3 straight years of the record profits driven by part by weak currency. New York, Wall Street's elite club of hedge fund managers got a bit richer last year, according to an annual rated kit published this week. We hear that much about China's unfair trade practices in these days. Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders seem to talk a little else sometimes. Shares of Walt Disney Company tumbled 5% Tuesday after the media giant reported second quarter earnings and revenue that fell short of Wall Street estimates. Washington, Office Depot and Staples on Tuesday canceled plans to merge over. A federal judge sided with the Federal Trade Commission over antitrust concerns. Stockholm, Sweden, Swedish Energy Company, London Petroleum Center has no doubt that the industry is under pressure, but stressed its efforts up, show Norway should spur recovery. Edmonton, Alberta, not an infrastructure in Alberta, home to some of the largest oil deposits in the world, was damaged by a range of wildfires, the government said. Austin, Texas, the number of oil and natural gas drilling permits issued by Texas regulators in April was lowered in the year by 20%. Sandy shows. Yeta, Austrian Energy Company, OMV said it expected the natural gas market, in particular, to be challenged this year, focusing the sentiment on European strategies. Take a look at the stocks now. 79.28.35, SP 528, 4.39, NASDAQ 4,809.88. Artist Steel Ratio kept on 186 and exploded. It's visible to the size of the Earth that appears to orbit in the habitable zone of this parent star. Some 44,000 to 49,000 years ago, prehistoric Australia chipped off a piece of Earth's stored X wall holding its edge. The flank of a solid rock not much larger than sure, but it fell to the ground. The feature of blink for Earth planets, according to a global assessment of planet life, but successes in the state of the forest conservation led home. Earth's ancient atmosphere was much thinner than what it was found today. Mount Everest. A new research suggestion that many believed that in the atmosphere of the Earth millions of years ago compensated for the weak sunlight by having a thicker atmosphere. There are countless solutions and potions to make a promise youthful spin. Now, there are 7 that may make the weakles in your disappear instantly. As scientists create lotion that makes wrinkles invisible temporarily. CDC lab section for mishandled potential bioweapons better swears that it actually leads to violence that could set off the accomplice. Peter Chell News Time, 8:39 on this. Wednesday morning, time now for a sport report. The Boston Red Sox defeated the New York Athletics 13-5. Red 345, but the girls against old. Quality at 5:50.
The Spurs are mad that they are getting a call for fouls. Cincinnati ran back to Nick Vigil of Utah State signed a deal with Cincinnati Bengals on Tuesday, leaving 3 of the draft picks under contract. New York Jets wide receiver Brandon Marsh on Tuesday defended his quarterback pal Ryan Fitzpatrick, ex-Jets linebacker Brett Scott slapped Fitzpatrick in a radio interview. Picking the winner of the golf tournament is also easy. Dynasty propositions to manufacture so many players, but trying to do some of the players' championship was zero the non-possible contenders, particularly exercise utilities, rather than complicated TPC's sawgrass. Peter Cello Newsab is now 8:40 on this Wednesday morning, and it's time now for a Trevor report.
Okay. Let's take a look at an hour. 95 and a stop outside of Sulfur. Protect all units in downtown prominence. 146 stop outside Sulfur. Route 15, Route 95 downtown prominence. 195 westbound side Sulfur. Seek all units in downtown prominence. 95 and northbound side in Sulfur. 37 on walk all the way into downtown prominence. 146 on the southbound side Sulfur. North Springfield Lincoln Stretch. 99 northbound side Sulfur. 285 Lincoln all the way into Route 122 to Woodsucket. 485 is southbound side Sulfur. Milford all the way at the Mass Bank. 485 is southbound side Lewis-Rand. 290 in Marlboro. 290 eastbound side Lewis-Rand. 485 in Marlboro. 485 is southbound side Hudson Stretch. 95 stop and go from 485 in Mexico all the way to Route 128 Kenton. Route 184 to the northbound side Sulphur. 123 Buck all the way to Route 128 Kenton. Route 3 to the northbound side Sulphur. Head over all the way after Route 128 in the Braintree split in Braintree. South is Express. Man, both ends slow for the back to the split. 128 slow both ends from 24 Kenton all the way to the Braintree split. 120 to the northbound side and then slow from Denver all the way out to Waltham. 120 to southbound side slow from Route 1 in Peabody all the way out to Route 3 in Burlington and then 120 on the southbound side so elected to Waltham. 120 to the northbound side, a little slower at Route 3 in Burlington. 93 both ends to the Boston and Slogo. Mass Park eastbound side is slow from Natick all the way out to the South is Express from Mass Park westbound side slow from Logan Airport all the way after the Blue Tunnel. 93 to the southbound side, so from 125 North Edinburgh to the Zinc Bridge. 95, 93 to the northbound side, so from Bedford all the way after 120 Redding. Route 1 to the southbound side, so from Route 16 to Route 93. 495 on both ends of it, so from Westford all the way out to Low. 495 on the southbound side, and then it's slow from Lots all the way out to 93 in Andover. 495 on the northbound side, it's all backed up all the way out to Route 2 in Littleton. Route 2 in westbound side, so Lexington Stretch. Route 2 in the eastbound side, so from Route 60 in Arlington all the way into the Belmont. 495 on the southbound side, and then so for the long stretch. 290 in the eastbound side, a little slow around. 146 all the way at the Route 9 of the Worcester stretch. 91 on the northbound side, a little slow in the Deerfield stretch. 91 on the northbound side, and then so from 57 in Agawam to Route 291 in Springfield. 101 in the eastbound side, and it's a little slow for after the 93 in Manchester. 93 on the southbound side, it is slow for the Derry stretch, but Vermont New Hampshire main highways are looking good. 91 on the southbound side, so from Winslow all the way to downtown Hartford. 91 on the northbound side, and it's slow before I-84 in Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on the northbound side, that's also slow after 691 in Hartford. I-84 in the eastbound side, so from New Britain all the way to downtown Hartford. I-84 on the westbound side, and so from the Waterbury stretch, and then hit breaks again from Newtown to Route 7 in Danbury. Route 7 on the southbound side, and then so for the Danbury stretch. 95 on the southbound side, and then so for the Waven stretch. 95 on the northbound side, and so from West Haven to I-9 with the Waven. 91 on the southbound side, so for Route 95 to Waven. 95 is southbound side, so from Route 8 in Bridgeport all the way at to Stepford. 95 on the northbound side, so for the Stepford stretch. Merritt Park River westbound side, so from Bridgeport all the way to Stepford. Highways and byways, New York City are slow going by New Jersey turnabout moving from New York to hit a few slow spots before the Delaware Bridge. Go to St. Parkway from Wildwood and Newark looking to step on the southbound side, Lowell to Atlantic City Expressway. Pennsylvania turnabout looking from New York all the way from Philly to Pittsburgh. New York State Freeway is looking from New York to Erie and 676 on the westbound side, so from Route 95, 76, 76 on the eastbound side, and then so from 76 west, so from 95 in Philly, all the way out to King of Prussia, 76 eastbound side, so from Wayne to King of Prussia. All right, let's take a look. Okay, take a look at MBTA alerts. Subway system is looking good on the commuter rail. Looking good. Except Kingston trains 038, 737 inbound. As part of Kingston is operated 35, 40 minutes past due to a mechanical issue. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Cello News Times. Now, wait, 46 on this. On this Wednesday morning, it started out for weather report. Today says guys about 7 degrees. Cloud becoming northwest wind 6 miles in the morning. So break at the shorts. Tonight includes guys about 44 degrees. God wind. Thursday says guys about 75 degrees. God wind becoming 7 to 7 miles in the afternoon. Thursday, most coast got about 48 degrees, upper about 3 to 7 miles an hour. For Friday, showers likely be after 1 p.m. Most coast got with a high near 69 degrees, upper about 5 to 9 miles an hour. Temperature 7%. Friday night, check the showers. That's all before 1 a.m. Then a slight change of showers between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. Most coast got about 54 degrees and temperature is 40%. Saturday, check the showers after 2 p.m. and before 3 a.m. Parts of the most coast got about 70 about 47 degrees. Temperature 30% up to 50% by Saturday. Sunday, most sunny, most coast got about 59, about 41 degrees. Monday, most sunny, podcast got about 6 about 43 degrees. And for Tuesday, most sunny got about 62 degrees. Currently, and not near it's fair skies, 58, humidity of 51%, and 14 above Celsius. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Wednesday, May 11, 2016. I appreciate you have a good morning and a good positive. Have a good day. I'll see you at 11 a.m. Have a good morning.